Okay, so Taj, what have you been working on?
Who are we missing?
I have been doing skeleton animations.
Yes, very good work there. I can see. I've been looking at that. You know, a little spy in my eye. Pretty good work. What about you? What about you, Campbell? What have you been
I've
up to?
been doing assessments for Colton.
Very exciting. Colton's a good lad. Yeah.
Yep.
Good work. Yeah, good work, Campbell. Good
Yeah.
style.
Yeah.
What about you, Keon? What have you been up to?
I've been doing the room for the sewer, and I'm going to do my Google and Death explosion animation today, which is
Very nice. Poggers.
exciting.
Yeah. Well, I've probably fixed up the Yeti death animation, but I'm pretty close to finish that Yeti.
Pretty good, yeah.
It's pretty much finished actually. I mean, if I'm going to be a lazy buff, I feel like I could probably
Should be fine.
edit that death animation a little bit, make it a bit more smooth, as they say.
Yeah.
You know, as Churchill once said, get good at Blender, scrub. But
He did say that.
he did say that. But yeah, so on the game development side, well, obviously you work on the rooms. I've started work on the rooms, you know, for Colton assessment and so
Yeah.
once I get the random generation on my own, so I'm going to download these files and start doing the game development.
So what do you have to do for Colton? What's he asking?
Mostly so far it's
Pre-production stuff.
Yeah.
Because I submitted one
It's
assessment.
all the documentation, so your
Yeah.
pre-production
Yeah.
documents.
GDD.
Level design
Yeah,
stuff.
so GDDs, yeah.
So I sent them my level design things, went through that, done that, and I'm just going to send them the pre-production probably later today. Yeti just needs, Death Animation just needs like tweaking. I'm pretty much happy with the Yeti as it stands, unless there's another animation that I forgot. I mean, I've got like attack, walk, idle, and death. And there's like another animation I'm not.
Do they? Okay, so sorry to chuck it in there, because you know.
Oh,
Here
here we go.
Does your Yeti going to take damage? Is it going to show that he's taking damage?
That's a good point.
Then you would need a take damage animation.
Oh,
So it's
you're
death.
killing me.
You know.
But you're speaking sense to me. Does everyone agree we should have a hurt state?
Do we have a hurt animation, or do we just have them flash red?
Ooh, flash red. Because I was thinking what we did, because I know
It's easier.
because Deeper had the thing where like you hit an enemy and they get pushed back. They don't really have an animation for that, but we could have a hurt animation. Couldn't hurt.
Flashing red might fit our aesthetic though
Flashing
as well.
red, yeah.
With kind of because the low poly single lot.
Also very lazy. I like
Pushing
that.
back is a nice technique as well. Was when you
Because it gives the player
collide, makes
space
you feel
to
like
breathe.
that you
Hit them.
hit
And
them, push them back.
whereas, you know, in Deeper, it's like, you know, when you have like large groups, you know, it's helpful like when you hit an enemy, push them back, so it gives you more breathing space to go like, you know.
Although,
Kinda
would
thing.
you be able to hit a Yeti back?
Yeah. I reckon I can hit back a Yeti. If it was like a baby Yeti, I could probably kill it. Have you fought a Yeti, Taj? Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah.
Have you?
Yes.
If a baby Yeti is 6 foot tall
Possibly.
and has strength of like a gorilla, then I would be.
I reckon
I
if
would
I
not
had
be putting my money on you. I don't
I
think.
reckon if I had a shotgun, I reckon I had a chance. It's a possibility. But anyway, that's besides the point, you know.
That is besides the point. We're
Besides
just
the
doing
point.
Yeti hypotheticals.
I guess, yeah, this week I think we should probably try and focus on getting the technical document, which requires talking to Josh and find out what those functions actually do, so we can actually have a plan beforehand on how to implement them. Because we've done like one function so far, because we only have like 3 hours a day.
So you guys have developed games in the past. This is not your first rodeo.
It is not our first rodeo.
So at this stage, seeing as you're 4 weeks in to a 10-week dev, what should be happening by now?
Should be actually doing
Developing
stuff.
should
Happening, stuff happening. I mean, we kind of do. There's just nothing in it. It's just
No, I see you got rooms procedurally generating, so that's great. Have you got a main player?
Yeah.
A caption.
So you got the capsule, so that's right. So you can just check in. And who's working on the main character?
Right.
I think I had like a one I used for last term.
Yeah,
that
just
we might
nice,
reuse.
yep, so yeah,
Protection
can,
of that.
can use that.
Yeah, because we all need to make our own versions of this. Because of course we do.
Your own levels are there, but not necessarily the main characters. The main characters being developed, that's fine. You created a Yeti, that's fine.
I might have to make my own version of my character because, mainly, not really. It's just like because I forgot to put controls on the Yeti, and that's apparently needed by assessments. Unless is there a way to just put the controls on the Yeti like now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might as well just do that actually. Yeah.
Yeah, you can put because it's really the parts of the assessment is talking about
Yeah.
the controls for the rigs.
Yeah.
And
It's just
you've done that with Patrick.
Yeah.
At least I think you did that with Patrick.
Yes, I'm gonna say yes. I did.
Somewhere. So it shouldn't be too hard to do that. You can do that post fact.
Can we
That's-
use stuff from last semester?
Sure.
From like other projects?
Sure. I don't see why not. If you've got it done, you've designed it. It's not. The rules of evidence is obviously not something you did 10 years ago, but since you did it last semester, that should be fine.
Cool.
Still proves point.
Sweet.
Unless, of course, you need me to go through doing that sort of thing again. Which we'll see.
In case I might miss something, maybe.
Perhaps we should do.
Because there are little things about 3D modeling. Because I don't think 3D modeling is my big strength of Floss in the.
No.
I think you'll agree with me on that one.
Perhaps now I should put a little bit more focus on it, as you know.
I am trying to.
Yeah.
But yeah, so many things to do, so little time. 2 games in 20 weeks, and a new engine as well, a new language. Ain't that exciting?
It'll be fun. It'll be fun. You'll get into Unreal Engine and you'll go, hey, it's so lush. It's so lush.
Yeah. Hey, Taj, by next
time
time be on the same level as us, you know, because we have not touched Unreal. I don't think anyone's touched Unreal at this point.
I don't think I've touched it, but
You touched
I
it.
haven't done much with it.
I've opened Unreal.
Yeah.
I haven't even done that, so.
Right. So, I think this week, probably any pre-production stuff we finish up.
Yeah, we're finished. And it shouldn't have been finished, but
3D rooms probably done this week.
Because your pre-production stuff, you got iterations of stuff that will obviously happen
yeah.
afterwards, and there's changes, and it may look completely different from where you are now. However, pretty much all your pre-production sort of planning should well and truly be done. You should now start to be implementing those things. So once you've got a main character, you can chuck it in there. You've already got the controller for it, so it's just really swap it out. That's perfectly fine. For your Yeti can go in there. You can put control handles on your project file afterwards. You can always introduce it at a later iteration if you've worked on more of those animations, which of course I'm suggesting that you possibly have a damage, or you do it with the obviously flashing the character red, or even pushback, or a combination of. That's something you guys
We
decide.
can make the animation, we don't have to use it if we don't.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's possible.
If it's there, it wouldn't be too hard to implement if you cop and damage that, character does a thing. Whatever that thing is.
Yeah. So I guess this week we probably should, as on our own, just work on our own version of the game. We all know what to do, but it's point we're all going to assign our levels.
The base idea of the game, just make it.
We've practically nailed down the ideas at this point. Know what we want to do.
Just for Josh's assessments, the
Yeah,
advanced
yeah.
programming things. I have no idea.
All the design, programming, specification stuff that we need.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Okay. What, we need to implement a binary tree?
Somewhere.
That's
I've
something.
got it up here.
I mean, binary tree is just random. Because
It's just a sorting.
yeah.
But like, we have to do.
We need nested classes, doubly linked list, binary trees, hash functions,
So there's 3.
sorting algorithms, and searching algorithms.
The
And
binary
third-party
tree,
libraries.
doubly linked list, and hash functions. Those 3 have to be in both games.
Functionality.
But what in the hell? Like, what function would we make for those 3?
that's why it's probably good to talk to Josh.
Yeah, I
so
sent him a message
get an
last
idea.
night, but he wasn't online, so.
You get an idea of how they work. So because obviously Josh is going to go through them at some point. But the thing is like it's probably best if we know how they work on like the theoretically, then we can like have an idea. So by the time we
And you're not looking it up outside of Josh right now. I knew he was busy last night. And he went time he went to bed, and
Yeah.
he's a busy lad.
He is a busy lad.
So have you looked them up yourself?
Yeah, I did, but I mean, I don't know how to implement them into the game. Like, I kind of know what they do, but I don't know how to put them in, or where to put them into the game,
Right.
and how they fit.
So many problems. So little time.
But those we can do that later.
Yeah.